Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. 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 Reality TV's church reviews. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina Nicole is a special guest. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcasts. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by Truth and Triumph Ministries.
Do you enjoy smooth jazz saxophone? T.D. McCullum has 2 singles available with more to come. The first is an original song called Groove With Me, featuring the classic sounds of Washington, D.C. go-go and his smooth jazz saxophone. The second is called Drunk on Love, a smooth jazz saxophone cover of Rihanna's Drunk on Love from her 2011 Talk That Talk album. Both are available on all major streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube Music, and more. Add them to your favorite library and playlist today. And follow Tyrone on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Mr. T.D. McCullum for your music and bookings. JoJo Speaks is a YouTube channel that goes live every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. with hot topics and social commentary. Come join the Light of the Leo, Mr. T.D. McCullum, and our good friend Mike, Mr. Real 121, for fun and JoJo's unique spin on today's top stories. Go to YouTube, subscribe, like, share, and comment. If you are struggling to figure out who you are and where you're heading, but need a little light to bring you back on track, subscribe to the Light of the Leo for some healing and real conversation. Here is where you will find encouragement and the reminder that you are not alone. Continue your journey to freely be yourself at all times with the Light of the Leo. She goes live Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with her co-host, accountability partner, and little bro, JoJo Speaks. Join Faithful Warrior Ministries for our family and friends Saturday morning prayer. Every Saturday morning at 10-ish a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a great time catching up, sharing testimonies, and having transparent, real conversations about life. We encourage each other and show how we can fit God into each equation of our lives. Enjoy a devotional reading and family prayer. You have a prayer family with Faithful Warrior Ministries. Subscribe on YouTube at Faithful Warrior Ministries, and on Facebook, like us at Faithful Warrior Men. That's M-I-N as in Ministries. Join Pastor Lorenzo Evans and Living in Grace Ministries. The messages are not social media driven. They teach what's true and not what's popular. Living in Grace Ministries goes live every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube to Living in Grace Ministries and click on the notification bell. Pastor Lorenzo also has It Takes a Village podcast on the first and third Saturday of each month, pushing to bring back the village concept. We are more powerful when we are united. Together we stand, and division is not an option. A heartfelt thank you to all of our subscribers who joined us for this video. If you have not already subscribed, go to our YouTube channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. Subscribe and click on the notification bell to be alerted whenever we go live. Join our private Juice community. Go to www.thejuicecommunity.com and sign up for free. Follow us on our podcast channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show Podcast, streaming on all podcast platforms. A great big thank you to our podcast production company, Noye Podcast Productions. They can help you create your own podcast also. Contact them today at houseofnoye.com. Thank you to our sponsor, Custom Apparel Shop. Have them complete your embroidery work and silk screening needs. Do you need a logo created for your fashion apparel or company? Contact Israel Mason today. That is 786-657-7501. Thank you to our main sponsor, Truth and Triumph Ministries. Truth and Triumph Ministries, a ministry that cares about telling people the truth so they can triumph in life. Thank you, Truth and Triumph Ministries, for all you do.
All right. Hello. Thank y'all for being here. I'm so glad that you all are here today. Jonathan.
What's going on, Boo? How you doing?
Oh, Jonathan, there has been so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was so busy, you know. I did this intro, this thing for us to do the show like last minute, putting the
Mm-hmm.
thumbnail and all that stuff up because I have been so busy with another story that I'm really praying about covering, real briefly, probably after we get off today.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if I'm going to cover it yet. So I'm still praying about it. But there's a story that has been trending. If a lot of you have been out there on social media, you may know about it. But I'm not going to mention the name of it yet because if I don't go live with it, don't want you guys to be like, okay, where did I find the information, so forth or whatever.
Right. Anticipating a video that might not come. Yeah, I get it.
Right. Yeah, right. But I'm still praying about it and asking God's direction on how to go with that. But I think it's a much needed conversation that needs to be had. But let's talk about tonight's episode. Well, yesterday's episode, the finale.
Yes.
The finale of Summer House. Now, you guys, I haven't been watching Housewives of Atlanta, but I do think JoJo, you've been watching Housewives of Atlanta, right? And he's going to cover that on his show, JoJo Speaks, Thursday night. Thursday night at 9:30. So you guys, you want to hear the chit chat about Real Housewives of Atlanta? Y'all gonna have to go over there to the JoJo's channel. I will be there in the chats.
Yes. Yes. I actually recognized the man that Marlo was on a date with. He was on Hell's Kitchen a couple seasons ago. And I was excited for her because he's a really nice looking guy. He's a chef. He has his own restaurant. I think things might be looking up for Marlo.
Well, we'll see, because these ladies, I mean, they bring them in, then they let them go. So I don't know.
Yeah, ain't no
I
telling.
just don't know. Ain't no telling. I did see a little short clip, but they had all the OGs at the table.
Yes, for the next episode.
We're going to talk about that. Y'all go over there and y'all check out JoJo Speaks, JoJo's channel. I'm sure Aaron will drop the link in there, and I'm going to go ahead and pin it on our YouTube channel. But let's go ahead and get started with, listen, Martha's Vineyard, Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. Let me tell y'all, it was so interesting. We'll say that. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. And it was almost like cliffhanger. Like, I want to see season 2. I want to see season 2.
I want to see a reunion, but I watched until the end, so it doesn't look like they're going to have a reunion. But I really wish they would have a reunion for this season of Summer House Martha's Vineyard because it definitely needs one for sure.
I know. And usually on these shows, they don't usually have the reunions.
Right.
Andy doesn't always do the reunions, but we'll see. But, we're going to check it out. But listen, Aaron is in the chat because we're all co-hosts here on the channel. And Aaron, the co-host, hey, Aaron. She's reminding y'all, thank you for coming. Please like and subscribe and share and comment. Y'all hit all the ands now. Do all that.
Yes.
Do all that. We pray there's a blessing in it when you do it. Listen, and Aaron say, definitely comment. You guys, she's letting you know, comment, because we love to hear your opinions, okay?
Absolutely.
Some people are like, you guys are just too nice over here. Now, we go in a little bit, but we like to be kind of like, we can go in. We can go in when we want to. Don't act like we can't go in. We
we keep it real here at the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Of course, all times.
Absolutely. Latoya's here. Hey, Latoya.
What's going on, Latoya?
She says, hey, family. Hey, I love it. Hey, girl. Hey, tell my nephew I said hello. I have been super busy. She's saying hello to Aaron and y'all can talk amongst yourselves in the chats as well. We welcome that on the channel here, just as long as y'all keep it polite and nice and friendly. Act like you had a family reunion and not a family argument.
Right.
Loving and kind. Latoya says, I'm second guessing my sistership with Jennifer. Oh, don't do that.
Really? Oh, no. That's terrible.
Oh no. Girl, second guessing, you're going to come back and find out that she is the best. Okay. Right. And Aaron is saying hello to everybody over there on Facebook and YouTube as well. I love it. And Latoya says, hey, sis Regina, with kissing emoji. Look. Then she goes in here and she just starts mess after she gives me a nice compliment. She says, hey, boo-boo, snaps. Meet me at Baddie's Insider.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
No. Robin is here.
Robin, so good to see you. Girl.
Yes, good to see you over here, Robin. She says, hey, good evening. Hi, y'all. I just sat down. Woo! I'm telling you, that's a right on time, sit down moment. I love it. Thank y'all for being so polite in the chats. And Erin is putting, she has dropped the link to JoJo Speaks YouTube channel. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe. If you have not already subscribe over there as well. Lido Leo. Okay, yeah. Lido Leo says she's coming. Thank you, girl. We'll wait for you. Don't worry, girl. Come on in anytime. You got keys to the place.
Okay. The
Come on in anytime. Hey, come on now. I love it. And listen, Robin says this. She says, I am posed and ready to go in on some of these characters and those who have made caricatures of themselves on Summer House.
Ooh, okay.
I want to hear, because all them big words, I want to hear it. I want to hear. I really want to hear that. Latoya saying she had the audacity to say to me, crab legs don't excite her. Well, if they don't, it's okay. Girl, it just means it's more for me and you. That's all.
If that's what she said, then I will not comment on crab legs either.
Hey, TD McCullum, thank you for being here. TD's in the chat. Light of the Leo say, oh, that was a solid no. Listen, it's okay. Girl, just pass your plate on over here.
Right, more for you, Latoya. More for you.
Girl, come on, not know how to take a no as a blessing.
Right.
I love it. TD is saying no also. Succeeding 2 is here. Hey, beautiful. How you doing, Succeeding 2? She's saying good evening, everyone. And I love y'all being so sweet in here. Let's get started. Jonathan, as we start off this episode, which is the finale, episode 8, we start off kind of like the same place we were all season, with Silas upset with Jasmine again about she hasn't cooked for him. Lord, what is wrong with Silas? He sat there and said he had not ate since 8 o'clock in the morning. Silas, you a grown man.
Right. The kitchen is open. It is free. The refrigerator is not locked. All of the pantry, I'm sure, is not locked either, sir. You are more than welcome to make your own meal. And when he said, I'm not going to have Amir bringing me food, like, sir, that is such a machismo type of comment. That's like, I'm not going to let another man bring me food that my wife is supposed to bring me. It's like, Jasmine, do you really want to be with this man, or is he just your financial stability? I don't know.
Let me tell you something. When Silas said he had not eaten since 8 in the morning, and it's relatively late in the day.
And he said it in the kitchen, right?
He did.
In the kitchen. In the kitchen. He said it in the kitchen.
I need my big fan, but
okay. In the kitchen, sir.
Whilst in the kitchen,
complaining about your hunger in the place that will resolve that issue for you, sir. Like,
Silas, I want to know this, Silas. What did you do before you met Jasmine?
That's a good question. That is a really good question.
What did you do? Who made the meals?
Something tells me he's like a mama's boy type. Like his mama did everything for him, and he's expecting his wife to kind of take care of him like his mother did. Those are the type of vibes that I'm getting from Silas right now. You think
his mama did it? I don't think his mama did it. I do not think his mama did that. I'm telling you. Listen, I have been around a lot of people, a lot of different characters, a lot of different personalities, a lot of different things. I'm not getting Silas' mama took care of him. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I am getting Silas wants to be a man that is taken care of. That's what I'm getting from Silas. A man that wants to be taken care of. But I don't think he got that from his parents. You remember the conversation where Jasmine was saying she loved to watch the Huxtables, but she also said her parents were not the Huxtables.
Right, because they were never married.
Right. But she said she kind of sees herself as that, but also in the aspect of Mrs. Huxtable had a career and she still came home and took care of the family and so forth. So she's seeing it in that aspect. So that's what I'm getting. I don't think Silas gets this from his parents. That's just my thought.
And another important thing about Claire Huxtable, she also had her own voice. And that's something that I don't see Jasmine having in this relationship. She did speak up now in this episode. I will say I was very proud of her for speaking her mind. However, this would be one of the only times that she's done that to Silas during this whole season.
Oh, because let me tell you, she done had how many weeks to get her voice?
Right. She was there for 15 days. That's a good 2 weeks, girl.
Listen, take advantage of it now. Don't let your voice stop when you go home either. Don't let it stop. Don't let it stop. Succeeded 2 says, I can't type all of my thoughts about him.
Oh Lord. That says more than enough for us, honey. Okay.
More than enough. More than
Okay.
enough. Latoya says, "Man, I'm speeding off from the reunion." God, let me tell you, I hope they have a reunion, but I don't know if they
I
are.
hope so. There might be another chance that they might have something going on. We never know. We never know.
Robin says someone needs to explain the difference between a wife, maid, personal assistant, and bed wench to Silas.
Right. He wants her to steam his suit. He wants her to be there to give him his food. And he said all he wants is acknowledgement. Like, how much more acknowledgement do you need from Jasmine? Because she's been with you by your side, stuck to your hip, honey,
Yes,
for the entire 2 weeks that y'all have been here. The only time that y'all were not together is when the girls had a girls' night out and the guys had a guys' night out. But other than that, y'all have literally been together this entire time. I don't know what more acknowledgement you need, Silas. I
don't know what Silas. Let me tell you again. I believe Silas. You're right, Holy Spirit. I think what Silas is also doing is Silas is letting his money try to control Jasmine,
of course,
because he's the one that's working. Now, a lot of men do this also. Allegedly, a lot of men, not all men, just some that I have seen. They feel as though they're the breadwinners, so they feel like the wife needs to be everything else.
And do you think that's why he said near the end of the episode, "I can change your life tomorrow. Tomorrow, your life can be changed"?
Did you hear that? Yeah, that was a threat to me. That was a threat.
That was a threat. It really was a threat. You can get cut off real easy. And for him to say that so quickly and so easily, like it just rolled off of his tongue. It's like, how committed are you really to this woman? Like, are you really committed to her, or are you only committed to her when she's giving you the attention that you're looking for?
That to me was as though you know what? I would like to find out the conversations from any of Silas's ex-girlfriends.
Yes,
I would love to hear those conversations.
I would not be surprised if in the majority of his relationships, the women left him in those relationships because they weren't going to put up with his ridiculous foolishness.
The shenanigans. And like Robin said in a comment, I kind of feel like Silas is looking at Jasmine as more of an assistant instead of a wife.
Right. Of course.
I felt that same thing also. And I'm like, Silas, get it together. I'm hoping that Silas really watches the show, sees how he behaves, and then a stern figure that he will respect enough to listen to can sit him down and have a whole conversation with him, and he can realize the errors of his way.
Right. The only issue with that is I have a feeling that he's surrounded by men who act like him and who will actually say that, what you're doing is good. They might encourage what his actions might be. And I think that might be where he gets his idea of what a wife should be from. So hopefully he does have men who are higher minded and who think highly of women in this way, so that he can change his ways, because I think that Jasmine has the strength to leave if she gets to the point to where she gets fed up.
Let me tell you, Jasmine, go ahead, girl. You don't even have to have a job to leave a man.
No, you don't. You really don't.
You don't have to have a job to leave him.
But that he's her security. So that's the main reason why I think that she's staying, because she's outweighing the pros for her. That money is outweighing the cons of him disrespecting her.
Yeah, and I'm not condoning marriages to divorce, because that's one of my things I don't want at all. That's one of my least favorite things. But I also want women and men to be in a loving relationship.
Right.
And a respectful relationship. I have been in both. Now I'm in a very much loving relationship. Love my husband. We've been together 20 years. I love him, love him, love him. I don't let nobody abuse him, even including myself. And I've been in a relationship where I was abused. I was one that was being abused. So I know, those two sides of it. But I also know my side and some of the wrong that I did in those past relationships. And that's why I'm saying I really hope Silas can get it together and understand. Now, Silas, you did this on public TV. We don't know what you're doing behind closed doors.
Right. And I'm thinking that he hasn't. I'm really glad that he isn't masking himself for the cameras. I think he's really, really giving us who he is genuinely. And I think that we're getting that from the majority of the cast members as well. And I think that's another reason why we enjoyed this show so much, is because they were giving us the real them. And
I think a lot of them forget the cameras are rolling anyway.
I think Silas forgot the cameras were rolling a couple of times. I think he acted like they weren't even in the house.
So Robin says, what did Silas do before he met Jasmine? I have no idea.
That's a good question.
I have no idea. Hey, Chronicles of Gray Hair Diva, how you doing?
What's going on?
She was saying that part LOL when we were talking earlier. I loved it. I think Diva's going to be on this evening. I think she's going to be on. If she is, I'm going to run over there and chit chat with her. And then I'm going to run back over here because Light of the Leo, I believe, comes on at 9:30 tonight. So I'm going to be, is it 9:30 or 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock tonight. All right. So Aaron says, I have been giving Silas the benefit of the doubt all season. But this was just too much for me. He was so disrespectful this episode, and then expect respect when he treated his wife like that.
When he asked her in the bed, do you want to hear what my opinion is right now, or do you not want to hear it? And she says, I don't want to hear a darn thing from you right now. And he took that as respect. Now, you literally asked her the question. She answered the question. Yes, she gave it a little bit of vigor. You know what I'm saying? She had a little bit of aggression behind her response, but she answered your question, and then you go up on the handle. He does not like women talking to him as if they are a man. He feels like women are down here and men are up here. And I can't get with that mindset. I'm sorry.
He does. Listen, it is not good. It's not a good thing. It's not. So Succeeding to say it's his culture, tradition. I'm with JoJo.
Yes, I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Hey, Light of the Leo.
What's going on, Jennifer?
How you doing, girl? Girl, look.
Okay, them parts are still shining, honey. Still out in the open, honey. Yes, I still see him, honey.
Oh my goodness. Look at how cute. I cannot. Did you put sparkles on your headphones?
No, it just looks like that, I guess.
It looks like you got sparkles like glitter. Oh, so cute.
Oh, you know what? The Lord saith that I'm shining per usual. I can't help it.
I know.
And it is still Pride Month, honey. So, we still representing, honey.
Amen. All right. I know that's right. So Robin says, no, he is a military reservist who is described as having attended several Ivy League schools. So I'm sure that he can always also wash his behind by himself.
Did you catch that shade in that comment? Did you catch that shade in that comment?
Yes. She said, so I'm sure. She said he attended several Ivy League schools. So I'm sure he can wash his behind.
Robin, I see you, girl.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you either. Latoya still talking about these crab legs in the chat. She said Tyrone side-eyeing y'all while pulling into Juicy Crab. Girl, stop at my house. So Robin says a chick who worked at the Playboy Club is unlikely to be that influenced by the Huxtables. If so, she is Boo-Boo the Fool. What, Robin?
But you know what I would say about that? So a lot of people, I can't say fetishize, but they look at that as a standard, especially if they didn't have a mother and father. Just like she said, her mother and father weren't together. So her example was the Huxtables, and that's what she saw marriage to be.
I think fetishize is the correct word for Jasmine's situation for sure.
But you know what? That's probably what she watched, and that's probably what she saw, and that's the closest that she could find to a marriage relationship that she
positive.
See. And she may not have been around married couples in her life per se, in her real life,
right?
Or any that she reflected that she saw that she wanted to model after. And so a lot of people look at the Claire Huxtable type of situation, Heathcliff Huxtable and say, that's the relationship that I want to be, even though it's on TV.
Right. And that's why I see her kind of flying by the seat of her pants, because I don't think she really knows what a marriage looks like. And I think she's just doing whatever Silas tells her that she needs to do as a wife. And now she's starting to realize how much of a job that is for her at this moment.
But even and still, though, she didn't watch the Huxtables that well, because Claire, she made sure to present herself as still yet a woman that is married, not just a married woman. Does that make sense? Where her marriage is not her only identity. She had who she was, and just like I forget his name, but what's his name was talking about getting Mr. Heathcliff, whatever, his coffee for him, and she was like, I'll get it, whenever I want. It's not my job to get him his coffee.
Amir. Was it Amir?
Yeah.
Amir,
yeah. Talking about that.
He didn't want. He said, "I don't want no man supposed to bring me my food."
No man.
And another question,
Excuse
though.
me, Silas, if you don't want no man to bring you your food, when you go to restaurants, do you tell I don't want no man to serve me? Do you ask for the woman to serve you, or do you tell Jasmine to go in the kitchen and get your food and bring it out to you?
That's probably what he does. That's probably what he does.
But,
get to work, wife. Get to work.
I'm a little confused. Can you guys help me figure out what does he mean by I want some acknowledgement? What do y'all believe he means by that? Because she acknowledged him plenty of times in that conversation, saying this and that and the third about what had happened. But what acknowledgement are you speaking of? He sounds like a kid.
I think he mentioned the stain on his pants in that same vein. And so I think he wants her to acknowledge the fact that she messed up. I think he wants her to acknowledge the fact that she did wrong in that instance. I think she wants to acknowledge the fact that he was right. He wants one of our speeches, Jennifer. You were wrong. You were right. I was wrong. You're always right. I'm always wrong. And I'll never insult your intelligence again. That's the only thing that's in his mind, the wrong that he thinks that she's doing to him. And he can't let it go until
Silas,
she acknowledges it.
Silas needs to come and stay. He needs to stay a good week over here in the Osborne household. Come on over here.
But the issue with that is that a pair of pants is not enough. I promise you. Right. And anybody that has done any kind of ironing, sometimes the water just trickles out.
Right.
And especially with an iron that y'all don't use often, y'all don't know what's going to happen. Surprise. Ooh, stuff came out and now it's stained. You think she did that on purpose? Like, what's she supposed to do?
And I think it shows how much the petty stuff gets to Silas, because this is not the only time that something petty has gotten under his skin. And I think that is a very telltale sign of someone who is not as mature as they're trying to portray that they are.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Succeeding 2 said that's why he said he had to apologize to her father for everything. I don't know. Listen, Silas has little issues. Robin says that Silas strikes me as not being particularly experienced in a relationship with women, from how he speaks to Jasmine to his jackrabbiting. Let me tell you,
not a lot of Black women will put up with his mess. Not a lot of Black women will put up with his mess unless they're in a desperate situation where they need him.
Yep. Succeeding 2 said her dad is going to have a come to Jesus meeting with him. He should. Latoya says, Tyrone, okay, pull up a chair, but leave the crab hater at home. Listen, y'all, girl, just bring my crabs over here. Hey, in my opinion.
What's going on?
How you doing? I love it. Listen, let's talk a little bit about the history on the channel. Now, this I love. I love that they were talking about the history. Look, Lido Leah says, we are not crab haters. It's just not my favorite. I love the history that they did on this channel. I love that they went there to the museum. I call it a museum type of place, and showed the history of Martha's Vineyard and showed the house that they said, was it Diana Ross lived there?
Yes, Diana Ross.
She stayed there. It was in a hotel.
It was something. I don't know what it was. I was trying to make notes and I wasn't paying that much attention to the history part, but I got it on record so I can go back and watch it.
Right. And they also mentioned the Green Book, which is a movie that I absolutely love, which is something that a kind of a guide for African-American artists back in the day to know where they can eat and know where they can stay for lodging that were safe for African-Americans back in those days.
Yes. Thank you so much, Succeeding 2. She says, you are not a day over 21. How have you been married 20 years? I know, right?
Yes. That Black don't
Thank you.
Nothing. I was about to say first.
Yeah.
Another thing is, this is how Silas spoke to Jasmine on camera. What sweet nothings does he spew when they are alone?
Probably the same. I don't think there's really any difference between Silas on camera and Cyrus at home. I really think he
couldn't hold that back.
No, he couldn't.
He couldn't hold any of that back.
Succeeding 2 says Silas did not have a woman, in my opinion, before Jasmine. He took advantage of her kindness. I don't know. There's a lot that's onto that. Light of the Latoya says, Jennifer, same difference. Well, okay, come on. But you bet or not, Better not make Nan
face.
Better not make that face. Better not make that face. Don't tell the Leo not to make a face because that's just what she does.
I support everybody and the things that they enjoy thoroughly.
That's
I
right.
would not dare do that to you or anybody else. I wouldn't exactly order the same thing you ordered, and that's okay because you love what you love.
I love it. And see, and that's what we do over here. We love what we love. And listen, ASHP28, hello and welcome to the channel.
Hello.
Now they said this, hey, he pretty much threatens to cut off the money. This is why women need their own money. You better speak the truth. You better speak the truth.
Yep.
Every woman, I tell every woman I meet, you better have a bank account in your name alone, and he don't need to know where that bank account is.
Right. Have
your money. Because now he may get mad. Oh, you shouldn't have your own bank account. But if y'all just starting out in a marriage,
right.
I think each other should have their own bank accounts.
In the beginning, yes. I certainly do agree.
I always said it in the beginning because you never know what the next year is going to look like.
And you gotta find your flow with how y'all going to do money, because that's something that's curated. It's not something that's automatically, this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah. I mean, my husband still has a bank account that he's had since he was 18 years old. That's in his name alone. And I'm fine with that. I have access to it, but I did not have access when we first got married because that's a trust thing. You have to learn to trust other people in that area. So great suggestion. I appreciate that. All right, let's talk a little bit more because we're going to spend half an hour on Silas.
Right.
Besides that, we didn't even get to the part that he can't even iron. He still can't iron. Okay. But let's get over here to this this other part, and he can't get dressed without him either. The event. Okay, so the event takes place. Nick's event and what's the other gentleman? Oh my goodness, Alex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their beautiful event that they put forth. I thought it was beautiful. I think they did a wonderful job. What did y'all guys think about Alex singing?
I thought that was awesome. I still get a whole bunch of second-hand embarrassment, but it was better than I thought that it would be.
Yes, it was rather shaky. I will have to admit, it
was nervous.
rather shaky, and I could tell he was nervous. But he can carry a tune, and so that was much better than someone who is totally off key, who cannot sing whatsoever. So it was decent for what he presented. For someone who is not a trained singer, because I'm not a trained singer, I think he did pretty well.
Aaron's so funny. She's talking about shade, Regina. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. The cameras were rolling. Everybody was there. Producers and everybody was there. And Alex went to singing. I'm going to give him kudos. Okay, yes, I agree with Jonathan. He was a little shaky. But I'm going to chuck that up to nervousness.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to chuck it up to nervousness. Let me tell you what, though. I love the artists that he had there that were singing. I wish I could have heard the whole thing.
Absolutely.
I love what I saw. And that part of this episode was probably my favorite, to see all the artists come together and sing and stuff like that. It was really enjoyable to me. And I wish I could have seen the whole concert and everything, but I liked it. I really did like it. And I think the event was beautiful that they put together. I was glad all the people came and celebrated them and everything. A great way to have everything close out. I think it was beautiful. And the beautiful surprise that Nick got when his beautiful girlfriend Tasia walked in. Did y'all see all the girls gag?
But here's my problem. That Bria.
Oh, wait, but not only Bria, Jordan.
No, but Jordan kept her mouth closed while the woman was there.
She did. Bria went looking for her. Okay. Went looking for her.
And made sure to sit down and have that conversation with her. I was like, this chick here, I would never have a Bria in my circle. Period. Never.
Because she just wanted to be messy. She just literally wanted to be messy.
But did y'all notice? I'm sorry, Jojo. Let me go back over to you. Sorry, my apologies. Continue, Jojo.
No, it's okay, but Bree seems like she took joy in telling Nick's girlfriend the information that she wanted to give. She couldn't wait to tell her. She was looking for that moment to tell her. So as soon as she got to the house and saw that old girl was in the house, she said, "Oh, let me go
let me talk to her."
Child.
And all the while, she and her man having issues.
Mess, MESS, and then I like her man more than Bria.
I do
like
too.
Bria man more than Bria.
I like Simon. Yes.
He was a nice man. He accepted everybody, and all he wanted to do was have fun. He even had fun his way. Didn't expect people to do it like him.
That's right.
He was just enjoying himself.
Right.
And she just want to be a hater.
Charlie went and jumped in that pool, and I was like, "Yes, Simon."
Yes, that's when I said,
yourself.
you know what? That's his whiteness coming out right there.
Enjoy
jumping
yourself.
in the pool with all his clothes on. And that's why we love Simon, because he's just
Enjoy.
Simon. Listen, and even some, I forget which one. I think it was Amir, one of them, or was it Nick, said, and that expensive suit, he jumped in the pool. Yes, because Simon went right into the house and got another suit, came on back out there. And then they said, we ain't seen you wear the same suit twice, Simon. Yes.
Okay.
Simon.
Okay, because I got money.
Dollar bills. That's why y'all got watches.
Okay.
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 Simon's like,
7, 8, 10
I don't care
watches
how
for all
much
them
it costs.
people.
I'm going in the pool. I can get another one. Go, Simon. Go.
I love that.
So can we discuss really quickly the fight between Bria and Simon about him not watching?
Before we get there, can I do want to quickly address what what's his Alex or Nick's girlfriend? Nick girlfriend response. She did it right. She did it the right way, because what you do is put on the brave face and let him know, well, I don't know what you're talking about, but he has never shown me that he's about to step out on anything. And Bria's face was cracked. I hope y'all saw that. She went, that's really nice.
That didn't work.
Yeah, exactly. And now she can go home, because all they had to do was wait for another day. All she had to do is go home and dig in on him about it.
That's right.
That's how you're supposed to do in a relationship.
Tasia, she handled that like a pro. She kept that smile on her face. She did not, like Jennifer said, she ain't let it crack. She stayed in the flow. She didn't get off-centered, off-kiltered. She didn't get none of that. She was basically like, listen, I'm good with him. It's okay.
And
I'm
he good
fine.
with me. He ain't shit.
Pro, I love it. And such respect I gave her when she did that. And Bria couldn't do nothing but go out there and find out where Simon was.
Okay.
She could do nothing. Hey, Dustin, thank you for being here.
Oh, and I laughed good when she called her mom. When she called her mama.
Okay, because her mama was telling her the truth.
How's that fun?
And her mama was laughing. Her mama was laughing. Said, "Well, you don't treat him right anyway." And she said, "Stop laughing,
because she knows her daughter. That's exactly what that was. She knows exactly who Bria is.
I love it. Must be her daddy, maybe, that spoils her in that way, because her mama give her the real. And I love how every single one of them friends that she's called throughout this whole time has been like, "Well, what did you do? What did you do?" Because we all know she has a problem. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about those moments.
Oh my goodness, Jonathan. Yes, you wanted to talk about which part now?
I wanted to talk about Bria being mad at Simon for leaving her with the dog. So she goes up to him and she was like, "Oh, you left me with the dog, and is it my job to watch over your pet?
No,
your emotional support pet.
Okay, your emotional support dog. Isn't he supposed to be with you at all times to do his job as the emotional?
Isn't he supposed to be supporting you?"
Right. And then I love what Simon said. He said, "You didn't ask me to watch the dog. You demanded that I watch your dog. And that's not how this works."
That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. Listen, the way she was conversating with Simon, I don't know if she would have got away with that with one of our guys.
Right. And she, you know who she would not have said that to? She would not have said that to Silas if that was her man.
She did have some conversation with Silas when he went downstairs to find Jasmine. But anyway, and Silas was in the room telling Jasmine, "Listen, we did invite Bria. Are you gonna go and have a conversation with her?" And Jasmine was like, she's on her phone. And he was like, "I don't think you can text her. I think
over her." But I believe that no matter who Bria's with, she speaks to them like that.
Of course.
Yeah.
I feel a black man would drop her much fastly. And said, "I ain't about to take any of this craziness, this up and down." And she tries so hard to pull all of her friends and stuff with it. And to be honest, I feel like Jordan, she kind of feeds into it just a little bit too much. She is not a fragile child. And to be honest, I don't support violence, but
no.
I'm not upset. What's her name? Simone?
Oh my goodness, Summer.
I'm not upset.
Summer, yeah, Summer.
I'm not upset that Summer put hands on her.
But listen, Bria keeps trying to act like she's the victim in all of these situations. She's like, I'm tired of everybody hitting on me. Bria, understand what you're doing. You are provoking people. Learn that word, Bria. You are provoking people.
She thrives in that space.
Now, right. And then Summer, I mean, beautiful as she did, she went to Bria the next morning and she apologized. Right. Simon, get up in the morning. He goes in there. They have a finding. She's like, okay, let's squash it. Nobody is holding Bria accountable for her behavior. That's a bad place. That's a dangerous place for a person, because if nobody holds them accountable, they continue the process.
And there will be no change.
No change. No change. And first of all, and she's mad at Summer. Summer was down there protecting her. But she's so insecure.
Yes.
Her thought goes, oh, you down there with my man.
You trying to get with my man.
And maybe you should have stayed with your man.
Right.
That part. Stay with your man. But at least ask your friend. Now, Summer's supposed to be your friend. Ask your friend, hey, what were you and Simon talking about? But there she goes again. Yeah. She goes, you know,
I have a feeling that Simon might be a Libra, because every time issues go on between him and Bria, he walks away. And we don't like conflict. We don't deal with confrontations whatsoever. So he's giving me a little bit of Libra vibes, because he slept on that couch on the last day. He slept on the couch. No issues whatsoever. He said,
didn't even have to be told about that.
BS.
Let me go sleep over here.
He left. He was like, I'm out of here.
I pray that and I don't care what color woman or anything. I pray that Simon found himself a good woman.
A good woman.
A good woman
who will appreciate what he does for her.
A good woman that will party with him. Mm-hmm. A good woman that will feed into his life.
Good to party.
No, Brie be partying. He wanted to get up on that
and she pushed him.
Thing with him and pushed him down.
And she pushed him down. And he's steady trying to still, you know, make amends. And she pushed him down because she wanted the spotlight. Listen, I'm agreeing with Succeeding too. She said Bria is the common denominator, but she plays victim. She does.
I understand that. She wouldn't be able to do that in my house, in my friendship, in my nothing. No.
I'm a big accountability person.
Me too, yes.
I am a big accountability person. That is my thing. I'm gonna let you know now. Listen, girl, I understand you a little mad, but you the one that's in there provoking these people. Stop the provoking.
And then she's gonna be calling.
Trying to tell her. Her mom was trying to tell her, and she's, you know, mommy, you don't understand. And then she's like cursing us. I'm talking to my mom, and her mom is like, stop making him mad. Stop annoying him. Stop agitating him.
Because I know that's what you're doing. Then you know, if we would have been talking to her, telling her what she needs to know as far as her accountability and what we require from her, she would have been calling her mama and other people in her family about us, crying about us. So it's. God bless her.
Right. Here's another thing too. This is how a lot of women break down good men. And you have a really good man. You break him down, you tear him down, you destroy him. And then when you leave, now he's left to go to the next woman and he has a problem trusting. Right. This is why women, we got to do better. Men too. But I oftentimes talk from the women's side because I know us females a little bit more, but the way Bria was talking to him, you trying to break this man down.
Yes.
Right. And not only trying to break him down, but in front of other people, in front of your peers, and on national TV.
Disgusting.
All because you want to have your own spoiled bratty way. Because nobody has held her accountable. The one person that could have held her accountable was Jasmine, in my opinion. But Jasmine was too busy being in the room, not wanting to get into it because she did not want to have another conversation with Bria.
Because I think Jasmine knows who Bria. Jasmine knows who Bria is. She knows how she operates, and she doesn't feel like having to put up with it. She only wants the fun Bria. She likes the fun Bria. That's the friend that she has. She don't get with the spoiled brat.
And I think
I'm a witness to Regina's second calling. That's so funny. Yes, Lida Leo.
I certainly believe that she let her come onto the show or invited her to the show because she does know who she is.
Right.
There you go.
And she had enough going on with Silas in her room. I wouldn't be wanting to hear nothing from Bria either.
Okay. What y'all think about Summer crying when Alex was singing? Y'all think they're gonna get together and stay together? Because Alex did invite her in New York to look him up.
I hope they do.
They feel like they would make a cute couple.
I feel like they're on the same plane. Absolutely. I like them.
I like those two together also.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Let's talk about this part. Silas and Jasmine talk about gender breakdown when they were outside by the pool, and Silas tries to talk to her again and talking about gender breakdown and so forth. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do with Jasmine and with Silas? Because Jasmine even said, she says, I don't even feel like I've been on vacation. This has been a lot.
Right.
This has been a lot.
To me, I really do not understand why some married couples allow gender roles to dictate their marriage. When you are individuals, you can do your marriage the way you want to do your marriage. So do your marriage the way you want to do your marriage. We don't have to have a set schedule, a set way that we do this. We can do this our own way. And he's so stuck on what he thinks is tradition, because I don't know if he had both of his parents in his life either. But he's so caught up on tradition and what a wife is supposed to be, that he can't live and have fun, and he can't let his shoulders down. He can't, sit back and, have a good time. No, he's so stuck up. And that's why he makes me itch. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I feel the same way. And one thing I keep on hearing is that they had these conversations of what he desires and what he wants. It's unfortunate that she said yes, believing that, it's something that she can accomplish. She was doing it so long. And also they did all this in the midst of COVID. And and this is what I say about all these people that fall in love in a bubble, whether it be on a TV show or anything. When you get outside that bubble, unfortunately, sometimes it's difficult to acclimate to regular old life. And I believe that's what they're going through, trying to figure out what their relationship is without having to be up under each other 24/7. And I believe also a place where she faltered, she did not give him enough of her story. Because I was really surprised that he was surprised or bewildered by, wait, you would drink and do this and you're a party girl? What's going on with, that should not have been a surprise. And also, I wish she had more married friends or married people around her. So when they have this conversation, because her talking to Jordan about that, at least she's getting it out. But she needs somebody that's happy to give her some advice.
Some good
Aaron
advice.
said, I was so disappointed that Amir and Jordan didn't try to date. Now, listen, Jordan put him in the friend box, but I really think Jordan really does have feelings for Amir, but she is afraid to share it.
Speak the truth, Regina.
Why do you think she's afraid to share it? Because I feel as though, I'm a completely different person from Jordan. So if I have feelings for you, I will let you know it. I'm going to let you know it. And you have a chance. Like, you're only with this man for 2 weeks, honey. He's all the way in Texas. I know you don't live in Texas because he said he's going to be alone in Texas. So why then would you not take this opportunity? But as we stated in the previous episode, she has this vision of men being all the same, all being dogs, all being, just the worst of the worst. And she can't let that go. And she's going to miss out on her blessing because some woman will be snatching up Amir.
I think the reason why she's afraid to say that she likes him is maybe a couple of things. He may not be on the maybe income level or status level that she may be looking for, and she does not really want to say that because then you'll be kind of doing the same thing to him that you're telling people not to do to you.
Well, come off as shallow,
right? And I think that she may be thinking that she wants a different type of guy than Amir, but because maybe that's what she may have been used to before. Amir is very soft, he's charming, he's kind, he's polite. And he's not the, he's all those things we'll say. He may not be what she's looking for, but he may be what she needs.
And that, my dear, is this is how you find husbands.
Because if Amir's not what you're looking for, honey, I don't know what you're looking for.
Listen to me. When you continuously run into the same kind of people over and over again and get your heart stumped on and disrespected, the thing is that thing that you need is something that you're not looking for, that you've never been looking for. The thing that you need is not saying the polar opposite, but it's something different. And a lot of people are afraid of something different. I don't think she believes that he's just going to turn into something else because I believe she sees him. When she receives her healing, she will be open to him, but he might be gone by then.
I think that she sees him as the good man that he has shown himself to be. However, I think she might be afraid that that might change, or that he's just showing that to her so that he can reel her in. And then once he reels her in, he can show her the real him. But I believe that he is a genuinely good guy. And I think she should just go for it, girl. Why not?
Yeah, because she said it's because she said why not to other people. And it's turned out horribly. Yeah. So she just needs to take some time. And like I said, if her time take too long, I mean, it just is what it is. She needs to be whole before she gets into anybody relationship.
She may think that Amir is really too soft.
For her. But those are the strong. But those are the best kind of men sometimes.
Right. But she needs to see Amir stood up to little 1 hour man in the show. He stood up to him.
He did.
But when you think about it, so did Jordan. And the way Jordan came off when she went to the rah-rah, I was like, okay, I know this behavior. I'm from Miami. I've seen this one.
Right. Her rah-rah came out of nowhere. Amir's rah-rah was just
came out of real defense. Defense. And I think that she is not used to a man like Amir. She's not used to it. Right. But I'm telling you, I really hope that she and him would get together, because I think him and her would be good. He could heal that part that she needs healing in, and he can show her a whole nother world, because I think Amir comes from a whole nother world from what she is. And I believe that would be not only culture for her, but it would be a whole different avenue that she can see the whole world in a different view.
He would give her a new experience that she's never had before. And I think that's also something that she's nervous about as well. She's too comfortable with what she's used to, and she's not willing to step out of her box.
I always say that if the people around you is not working when it comes to, relationships and things of that nature, it's time for you to go to a different space, a different area. Because when you, my husband is from Maryland and I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. No offense to any strong Black man in Columbia, South Carolina, but I knew my husband wasn't in South Carolina. That's what I did know.
So Robin said this. She said, isn't Jordan the one who checked everyone's Instagram account? Yes. If so, that's why she fell back.
Ain't nothing on Amir's account that makes you say anything. Because I've looked at his account and no.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't sleep on Amir. First of all, Amir can cook. Amir and the other gentleman. What's the other gentleman? With the hat.
Oh, Jason.
Jason. No. The one with the hat.
Preston.
Oh, Preston, yeah.
Preston. If it wasn't for Preston and Amir, y'all would have been eating ravioli and Cheerios.
Okay, Uber Eats, DoorDash. Okay.
Come on now. So y'all better get with the two that can cook. Now, Preston is taken. He has his beautiful boo. And Amir is single. Which one y'all want? Alex can sing, but I haven't seen him make nothing. He writes a lot. But I ain't seen him make. Y'all better start thinking ahead when y'all going with these men talking about they cute and they can't cook and can't do certain things.
And can't make their own lunch, but they certainly know how to whine about it.
Child. And they can't find the pen to get the ink out the pants, and come on now.
I will say this. I hope Amir finds a woman who's deserving of him and who will treat him right.
Oh, he will.
Because I know he's going to treat her right. Because he's like the perfect total package. Like, I don't see what I can't ride with Jordan because she's turning down my man.
Yeah, there's no. I can't say he's a total perfect package.
I love that.
You.
Yes, for me, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. For me, I understand that. That's okay.
Amir, come on the channel and check out JoJo. Come on, Amir. Come on over here.
I mean, if that's your thing.
If
that's the thing. If that's your thing. So Succeeded 2 says, I think Jordan is broken based on experiences. We agree. We believe she is. But it takes a good man to heal a broken woman.
Right.
I agree. And also self-worth.
Yes, self-work as well. Yes, self-work as well. Let me tell you that's absolutely right. So Carmen, hey Carmen, how you doing? She says, no, that was Crystal. I'm not sure which one was Crystal. I'm not sure which one, but let us know in the chat. Fifi, hey Fifi.
Fifi.
She said, hello, everyone. I don't watch this show. Just wanted to drop a comment. Thank you, Fifi. Listen, if you guys watch, and all of you who are in the chat, if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all join us at JoJo Speaks channel. JoJo has his own channel on YouTube. It's called JoJo Speaks, JoJo Speaks. And he's going to be talking about the Housewives of Atlanta Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. I couldn't get with the Housewives. I was so tired of them. I could not. I'd rather watch the new Housewives of New York than watch the old Housewives of Atlanta. I cannot. So ASHP28 says, American cook. He likes to work out and outdoor activities. He is a catch. My husband is very similar. Jordan better catch that blessing. You better come on.
I do agree with that.
Come on now. Better catch it before he off to somebody else married with kids and you sitting back thinking I could have had that.
Okay. I think it's too late, to be honest, but who
I agree. Because he has no need to really like stay back. She's beautiful and everything, but there's plenty of beautiful women out here in these streets.
She's made her choice. She's made her choice. He said it himself. She's put me in the friend zone. So he's got the answer that he needs. So he's gonna move on.
Exactly.
Well, wait a minute, Robin. Robin said, I saw a picture with Amir and a woman who was described as his girlfriend of 5 years.
Oh.
Was that a former picture? I need more information.
I
need to know. I need to know more.
Ex-girlfriend, come on now, because I do not see Amir as a cheater. I don't see that.
Right.
And let's be real. If everybody's checking Instagram, it would have been bought up. They would have asked them because everybody was asking questions on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Nick would have said that. He would have said when they talked about his girlfriend, Nick would have said, well, Amir's got a girlfriend too.
Right.
Maybe wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe wouldn't have threw him under the bus like that. But I don't know. I don't know about that.
Ooh, I'm getting mad about Bria again.
Yeah, I was going to talk about Bria real quick because one thing I did not like how she disrespected Simon. She went back in the house and told all the people, not all the people that were in the room, I want him gone. I don't want him in here anymore. Girl, stop.
We leaving tomorrow, sis. Tomorrow morning we leaving. Girl,
why are the dramatics so dramatic with Bria? Like,
so
why
is it so
dramatic? It's so annoying, and I can't stand it. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why Jasmine even gives her any attention whatsoever. Because Jasmine, I see her as a better woman than Bria. I think Jasmine has better sense than Bria. Although sometimes Jasmine does want some attention, she's not an attention seeker like Bria is. I was going to say
and she does not hold accountable for what she did, because did y'all notice she did not tell Simon I apologize. She just said, let's go forward, let's move on. She didn't even apologize.
She didn't acknowledge her wrong in that. No. And Simon let it go, and I wish that he would have held her feet to the fire.
There's no way that he's still with her right now. I need him to be.
I don't think so.
Other.
I don't know, Robin. Y'all let us know. Are they still together? Let me tell y'all what. Poor Milo. I love you, Milo, the little puppy Milo, but you ain't doing your job, Milo. She still got issues. She need a pit bull or something. Because
we can see why she would need an emotional support dog. I can see why.
Because everybody's fighting with everybody else and not her crazy behind.
It's because the emotional support dog can't say no, you're wrong. All he does is bark.
Exactly.
Even though he was trying to bark when they was fighting, he was like, y'all stop this. Y'all stop this. He was like, Bria, you wrong. But she couldn't understand dog language, so she didn't understand what he was saying.
Well, we get it. In the spirit.
Poor little Milo was trying. He was like, girl, stop. So listen, Robin said this. She said, it was yesterday on Twitter. Someone commented that Amir should protect his relationship. What? I don't know. I got to get more information.
These Twitter streets can be.
Yes. I can be a bunch of Brias.
Right.
Thank you. That part. So ASHP28 said Bria is 13. That's why the dramatics.
Okay. That makes sense. Exactly. It makes a lot of sense. I get it.
It makes sense now.
Okay. I understand. Thank you.
I love that.
Thanks for the clarification.
Thank you. Now we get it. We understand now.
Look what Aaron said. Milo doing all he can. Poor dog.
Milo needs an emotional support cat. He needs somebody.
Okay. Help me, please.
Somebody help poor Milo. Milo needs an emotional support. Somebody. Simon is Milo's emotional support. because let me tell you, Simon need to take Milo out for more walks because of Bria. Oh my goodness, I cannot.
They both need a break from Bria, that's for sure.
Thank you. They both. We all need a break from Bria. I'm glad this was the last episode because I need a break from Bria.
Okay, and hopefully she doesn't make it back for next season.
Oh God,
I bet you she will.
You know she will.
Oh God, Robin said
you can't shoot one of those away.
Robin said Bria called into Kempire's live a few weeks ago from Germany with Milo and Simon at her side. Now, I did see a little bit of that. I had an appointment, so I couldn't watch it all. I did see where she came on there and was talking, and I immediately turned it off. I love Kempire, but I did not want to. I have to watch her to do reviews, so I didn't want to have to watch her on there. So Succeeding to say Milo probably ran away too. I know. He's probably like, deuces, I'm out of here.
Okay.
But you know, I feel like Simon, he's the Jasmine in this situation.
Yeah. Fifi said, that's why I don't do Twitter. I know, right? I cannot.
Right.
I cannot. Aaron said, I start the season against the dog, but I'm here for Milo. He got to deal with Bria. That dog is a hero. That's it, Aaron. Power to the puppy.
Come on. Yes. Yes. Power to the puppy.
Two barks up.
Okay. Yes.
Pause down.
Pause down. Gosh, man. He added something to that house. You hear me?
I'm telling you, tails sagging. Come on now. Power to the puppies.
Okay, he should have had more confessionals.
Yes.
Now, he had the cutest confessionals as well.
Wasn't even looking straight at the camera. It was perfection, wasn't it?
Okay, yes.
I love it. Robin said Jasmine failed to confront Bria because they are the same person. Or at least before Jasmine got married. Remember Bria's confessional? Oh, that's a whole nother topic, and we are out of time to have this discussion. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Thank you, Aaron, for putting Kempire's page in here, because y'all know we share over here. We don't mind. Y'all go ahead and put the nice people in here. I have to know them now before y'all put them. If I drop their name, y'all can drop the link. That's how we work.
Okay.
That part. All right. So listen, Fifi's laughing. She's like, pause down. I'm done.
He was doing his job. He was emotional supporting out there in these
streets. He was emotional supporting out there. Were you guys
much emotion?
I loved it. I loved how everybody said their goodbyes. And I wish they would have a reunion as well. I don't know if they're going to have a reunion. Preston was on Watch What Happens Live. Ooh. I was watching a little bit of that. He was on with Drew from Housewives of Atlanta. I did not get to finish watching that because y'all, I'll be busy out here. But I did see that Preston was on there, and I may go back and watch that sometime within the next week or so, but I am super busy. But I love this show, Martha's Vineyard, Summer House Martha's Vineyard. I need
more.
Yes, we need more. We need a season 2. We need to have a season 2. Should we have, or the cast members will go over real quick, you guys. Who do you think should stay? Who do you think should go? I'll start with you, JoJo. Who do you think should stay? Who do you think should go for season 2?
Okay, so definitely Amir has to stay. I would love for Preston to stay as well. Jennifer, don't close your eyes. You know he was going to be the first name out of my mouth. I will just say the people I don't want to see. I don't want to see Bria back. And I'm not necessarily interested in seeing Nick again. He didn't bring much to the show, in my opinion, besides his fashions. However, I would not be upset if he was on the second season.
Yeah.
But Bria's the only one I don't want to see again. I enjoyed everyone else for the most part.
Yeah. We could bring Milo and Simon back and leave Bria.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. I would love for Simon to come back. If he's back with a new girl, that would be interesting. A new black queen, honey.
If Simon came on the show with a new queen and Milo, I would
yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, the new queen and Milo. Imagine the new queen carrying Milo. Yes, that will be everything. That will be everything.
Because everybody would be calm and collected, okay? As long as he don't get another woman that's like Bria.
Okay.
I know. Light of the Leo, who would you like to see stay and who would you like to see go?
I love this thing. Aaron says, can we have Milo without Bria?
Right.
He is cute. To be honest, I would like to see the same cast again, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, tell us.
It's always kind of fun to see people come back for their second season after
Right.
their first time understanding what editing does and after seeing themselves and the reaction from the rest of the world.
Right.
So I get really curious as to how are they going to act now. Are they going to try to curb anything, or are they going to continue to be themselves? So I want to see everybody back again and to see if there was any growth, especially with Silas and Jasmine, if there's any divorce, if there's any, I just want to see what has happened, what's transpired, and what kind of growth has happened. Hopefully Jordan got some assistance, help, therapy, so she, some of that. Hopefully, see, what's her name? Not Amir. Nick. That's Nick's friend name. Alex with old girl. See if any of that happened. I just want to see what happened. That's all.
Alex didn't really bring much to the show. He brought a little bit of calm, I would think. He did bring a little bit of drama with Jordan, a little bit of that. But the two people that I would like to see not on the show, but I'm gonna tell you where I would like to see them in the show per se. Silas and Bria. I would not like to see them on the show. I would love to see Jasmine go for a summer and have a really good time. But I would love to see Silas and Bria doing commentary on the show.
Now, one thing I will say, that sounds awesome, because I think what made it worse for them was the fact that they were, he was working the whole time. So it was like nothing. He was working every day like he regularly does. It was nothing different. It was no vacation for him. No. And unfortunately, being that he wasn't in vacation mode because he had to work every day, he had to make her be in no vacation mode. That's what he wanted. I would want to see him there and not working the whole time. How about that?
Right. You let his hair down, or lack thereof.
Wow. Well, what Aaron said, very good points, Light of the Leo. Thank you, Aaron. I love that. Fifi said, I'll binge watch since I cut out Love and Marriage Huntsville. Girl, I have not watched Love and Marriage Huntsville since episode 1.
When Regina said no more, I said no problem.
I know people go X over them so fast on our little thumbnail. We was like, bye. That was just too
the
much.
Same issues over and over again. No, thank you. Who lives like that in real life? Oof.
Right.
Nobody. So Aaron said Fifi ASP, it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Yes, this show was really good. I did love Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. You guys, I even like the original Summer House. That one, I binge watched that one day on a Saturday, and that was really good too. But we love the show. We love the show. I love the show anyway. I do. But I do want everybody to do this really. As we watch these people on these shows and we do commentary on them, these are their somewhat real lives, behind television. But I want you to understand this. There are people that are watching you in your real life. And what are they saying about you? Now, as we do commentary on these shows, I just want you to keep in mind, somebody's doing commentary on you. What do they have to say about you? Okay. Are they saying the same things that you're saying about these other people? Not to say that you can't voice your opinion. I'm simply saying they have their issues. Do you have yours? And if you do a self-evaluation and determine what needs to be changed so that the conversation about you will be healthy and loving and kind. That's all we're saying here on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. But we're going to still have our commentary on these other shows. We got so many other shows that are coming up that we're going to discuss. And I love you all for being here today. We're going to get these last comments, and then we're going to get out of here. Remember, Light of the Leo is coming on tonight, 9 p.m. Y'all go over to her channel. I'm going to ask Erin to drop her link in here again. I didn't get a chance to pin anything. Listen, Aaron's dropping them, all right? And I believe they're in the description. If they're not, I apologize. I did my thumbnail from the car as I went to appointment number 7 today. But you guys, Aaron has put it in the chats. All you have to do is type in at YouTube JoJo Speaks. Type in JoJo Speaks. You'll get his channel. Type in the Light of the Leo. What's the words they have to put in there? Light, because there's some other Light of the Leo.
Yeah, it's at the Light of the Leo. You used to pull up a bunch of tarot card readers, but as long as you put at the Light of the Leo, you'll find me.
There you go. And Carmen Sandy is here before the church doors close. Hey, Carmen.
She was here. She was here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Maybe I thought she had, did something. Okay. So she said, I think everyone should come back except that one guy. because it's all about chemistry. Even if I don't like someone, they all bounce off each other well. Yes. Yes, I like that too. Aaron says, I stopped watching Love and Marriage Huntsville too. Sad to do so, but too much. I haven't watched Real Housewives of Atlanta this week because last week was too much. Let me tell you, I have not.
Y'all better be out here protecting y'all peace. That's all I got to say.
That's what we do over here. That's what I do. I was like, no. But that Real Housewives of New York, the new cast, they look like they're going to be kind of
classy,
kind of interesting. I don't know, but that girl, when she took off the girl's glasses, she said, "You will take your shades off when you're talking to me." I was like, "Oh."
See, that made me want to watch it, and especially because it's brand new, and I like being able to start things from the beginning. So hopefully, this turns out to be a solid one. I like that. I see some chocolate girls up in there, so I think we're gonna.
The chocolate girl that did it. I was like, "Oh gosh," but again, we're not condoning that. We're not condoning it, but we are having a discussion about it.
We would never.
You don't do that. You don't take off somebody's glasses and say, "Take your shades off when you're talking to me."
And don't get surprised when you get slapped back. See, that's the problem. That's the problem for somebody like a Bria.
Not a clap back. Oh gosh.
Bria gets surprised people put hands on them. They keep on putting their hands on me. So, well, surprise. Girl, I'm sorry.
Girl, you are provoking. Somebody teach her that word.
You do this.
DM her. And then tell her, pause down.
Okay.
Right. And as Silas said, she's a manipulator as well. So there you go.
And Silas, because you are one too. So
real recognize the real.
Real recognize real.
Okay. All right, you guys. Thank y'all for being here this evening on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Remember, we have these reality shows every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't subscribed to the panel too, go ahead and subscribe. And remember to like, share, and subscribe on all of our other social media chats. Appreciate y'all so very much. Y'all go ahead and grab something to eat. Get ready because Light of the Leo is coming on next at 9 p.m. tonight. All right, we're getting ready to get out of here, but why don't y'all do us a favor and watch these wonderful commercials again as we head out. And earlier on our channel, we had all of the other commercials for our other co-panels channel. These are commercials that are coming up or about shows that we're doing here on the Juice Radio and Talk Show that we've done and that we're preparing to do. So check out these commercials as y'all go. Jojo, let's go ahead. I'm going to start with Light of the Leo first. Give your closing thoughts on this season. And then I'm going to go up to Jojo and then we're going to close out. Light of the Leo, what's your thoughts?
Treat yourself well as treating others well. Start with self. And then that will be able to exude onto others.
There you go.
People will see you as the good person that you are.
There you go. I love it. Jonathan, what's your closing thoughts for this season?
Absolutely. Be who God created you to be at all times. And I think that's the reason why we enjoyed this show so much is because these people were who they are as individuals completely the entire time. I don't think we got any masks during the season. I don't think we got any fakery. We might have had some drama, might have had some people who were all going over the board. But I think everyone showed us who they are. Show the world who you are, and they will love you for it.
I love it. And my closing thought is this. As we watching them, know that somebody's watching you. All right. Y'all have a great day. We love y'all for being here. On the count of 3, guys, we're out of here. 1, 2, 3. Bye, y'all.
Bye. A heartfelt thank you to all of our subscribers who joined us for this video. If you have not already subscribed, go to our YouTube channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. Subscribe and click on the notification bell to be alerted whenever we go live. Join our private Juice community. Go to www.thejuicecommunity.com and sign up for free. Join us, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. We have our Money Monday financial series. It is a lunch and learn program at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Also on Monday, we have our reality series and hot topics at 7 p.m. Wednesdays, we have Bible study at 7:30 p.m. Thursdays, we have church news at 7:30 p.m. We also offer motivational moments, happy marriage lifestyle, news from a godly perspective, movie reviews, as well as our single moms club, Let's Talk Ex-Millennials, and of course, our Cooking with Clovis. Follow us on our podcast channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show Podcast, streaming on all podcast platforms. platforms. A great big thank you to our podcast production company, Noye Podcast Productions. They can help you create your own podcast also. Contact them today at houseofnoye.com. Thank you to our sponsor, Custom Apparel Shop. Have them complete your embroidery work and silk screening needs. Do you need a logo created for your fashion apparel or company? Contact Israel Mason today. That is 786-657-7501. Thank you to our main sponsor, Truth and Triumph Ministries. Truth and Triumph Ministries, a ministry that cares about telling people the truth so they can triumph in life. Thank you, Truth and Triumph Ministries, for all you do.